Right. How would you like to know how to destroy your marriage? Many people don't get married to destroy the relationship, but they get married to be happy, to be fulfilled, to have a good time, to share their life with someone that they think they're compatible with and they are in love with. But yet they destroy their marriages in ways that they are sometimes clueless about. So I want to talk about how people destroy their marriage and probably how you might be destroying your marriage now. And if you're in a situation where your marriage is failing, where you're unhappy, where you don't know what to do, you're constantly locking horns, having fights, or maybe you're shut down and two of you are living like ships passing in the night, and you want some strategies and skills on how to get the connection that you once had back. If you don't know me, I'm Hilton Samuel, and I'm a conflict to connection specialist. I help people to rebuild their connection, to regain and retrieve and revitalize the love that they have lost. But to deal with the topic today, I want to piggyback on Lauren's YouTube short video, because when I saw this video pop up in my stream, I said, oh, this is quite interesting. And so we would look and listen to the ideas that she's sharing, and I will give some commentaries, and we will see how best we can fix the situation that you may be.
If you wanted to destroy your marriage, you wouldn't walk away. You would do something far worse. Here are the 3 things in the most effective way to kill your marriage.
Oh, by the way, let me just say here, while I agree with her that there are many different ways to destroy your marriage, cheating is a very effective way of destroying your marriage. Nothing kills trust more than cheating. So I don't want to minimize cheating, and I don't want to say in any way, shape or form that cheating isn't something that literally will blow up your marriage, because it does. Once you cheat, you destroy the trust, you destroy your confidence, and it's very difficult to get your marriage back on track again. People have done it, but that's not something I recommend. Walking away from the marriage also is something that is very harmful, very detrimental, leaving the marital home. And I suggest, even if you're having problems, except there is danger to your health, danger to your mental health, danger to your physical health, danger to your children. If none of that is happening, but you're just having conflict, I would suggest that it's not a good idea to leave your marital home. But what she is going to be talking about are also very, very effective ways, and sometimes imperceptible ways, that people destroy their marriage without even recognizing it. So I would call what she's talking about the silent relationship killers. They are things that you do, but you're not aware of the potency and the power and the lethality. Is there such a word? I'm just using that word. How lethal these items are in destroying your marriage. It's almost like hypertension. It has no symptoms like high blood pressure. But beyond your consciousness, beyond your awareness, it is slowly killing you. By the time you get the overt and external symptoms, you are probably 3/4 of the way gone. All right, let's join Lauren again.
Number 1, stop having sex. Not just physically, though. Emotionally, you stop touching, you stop initiating, stop desiring each other. And you tell yourself that it's normal, we're tired, we're busy, we've been together long enough. But what you're really doing is removing the intimacy from the relationship. And without intimacy, you're not partners anymore, you're roommates. Number 2.
Okay, before she goes on to number 2, let me just chime in here and talk a little about sex and the importance of sex. And what she says, again, is very valid. I take it on board. However, sex, it does a lot more than people are aware of. Now, when you get married, believe it or not, you are connected. There is the connective, you are attached. And human beings need attachment. We crave attachment. This is one of the instinctive instinctive things that you have been hardwired to. You might have heard about the attachment theories and how it messes us up or causes us to have wonderful relationships. We have almost like an invisible umbilical cord that connects us, that connectivity. And when we look into each other's eyes, when we touch, when we talk, when we are close physically and emotionally, that connection is intact, and we feel safe. We feel comfortable and comforted. It's almost like we are given some emotional fuel so that we thrive on this connection. Whenever we disconnect, you notice that we don't want to look at each other. We avert the eyes. We don't want to be in the same space. We don't want to touch. Don't touch me, because there is this disconnection, and we stop having sex. Because the ultimate thing that we stop having sex, because sex is almost the way you plug into each other and give yourself a massive vitamin boost. And literally, your body secretes hormones that cement you together. Oxytocin, that is called the bonding hormone. There is dopamine, that is a pleasurable hormone. There is also vasopressin, which is something in men that causes them to protect and provide for. So when you stop having sex, that is a big thing, because you A, have disconnected, B, you're not getting the additional fuel or the bonding hormone cement that you need, and your relationship will disintegrate. Let's continue.
Start taking each other for granted. Stop saying thank you. Stop noticing the effort. Stop showing appreciation. You will assume they'll always be there. So you stop showing up. And over time, what used to feel special starts to feel like a chore. And that's where resentment grows, until one day, everything they do annoys you. Number 3.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about number 2, taking each other for granted and not doing like civil things. You see, we have emotional needs. Emotional needs are to our soul and relationships what food is to the body. And when we don't feed the body, when we don't give the body nutrition, or when we give it bad nutrition, or when we become malnourished and then we become unhealthy, and if we do that for long enough, what happens is that you develop diseases, and eventually you pine away, waste away, and die. And the same thing happened to our relationship. One of the categories, there are several categories of emotional needs. One of them, I call them the general emotional needs, where everybody needs to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be appreciated, to be approved, to be needed, to matter. Those, like water is to our body. We need water. We have to have water. Some of us don't drink enough water. I myself, as I'm speaking about water, I'm realizing I haven't had enough water for the day. Those are like air, oxygen to the soul. It's necessary that we have them. We need to be civil to each other. We need to say things like please and thank you, and care for each other. If we don't do those things, you will stifle the relationship. And after a while, you will pine away. The relationship will pine away and die. Let's continue for number 3.
Avoid the truth. You feel the distance, but you don't address it because it's easier, right? It's easier than having the uncomfortable conversation that you desperately need to have. Yes. But what you don't say builds and builds and builds until there's nothing left to fix, because now you're not fighting. You're just indifferent. And indifference is the final stage. That is when it's over. And that is how marriages die.
Oh, yes. She's speaking so much valuable. When you ignore, is almost like what typical men do. They get symptoms, but they think the symptoms will go away, and they don't go to the doctor to get a health check. And ultimately, the symptoms don't actually go away. They compound. And when they get like a massive heart attack or a stroke or something massive happen, they think, oh my God, why is this suddenly happening to me? But I hear that before you get a massive heart attack, you get over 500 symptoms. Similarly, in your marriage, there will be symptoms. Even your partner bickering with you, complaining and criticizing and having a go at you, all of those are symptoms that your relationship needs to be addressed. You need to go to the love doctor, the same way you go to a physical doctor for physical pain and emergency and sickness and all of those. You need to go to a doctor that specializes in the emotions and the heart. Many people think that they can hack it alone. One lady recently came to me. She wanted her husband to come to relationship coaching, and he said to her, what's the point? We don't need to go to that. We could fix it ourselves. We are adult people. We are mature enough. Or we could read books, or we could use ChatGPT. And obviously none of that is working. The situation is even getting worse. So I once heard someone say that it is not every illness or disease you can heal with home remedy. Yes, there are some things that you can handle by yourself and with yourself with these home remedies, but there are also things that you need to go and see a health specialist or a doctor, or if you got an emergency accident, you need to go to the emergency hospital to get things fixed. And so it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in a crisis, a marital crisis, a relationship crisis, do not wait. The longer you wait, the worse it is going to become, and the harder it will be for you to reconnect, to reconcile, to heal. So feel free to click in the link in the description, book a paid consultation, and let's see if you can get your relationship back on track, restored, rejuvenated, generated. If you think everything is hopeless, there is hope for your relationship. Click the link, book a session, and let's talk.